All right, guys, welcome to your workout today. I'm your trainer, Whitney Johns, and we're going to do an ankle weights workout that is really going to firm the booty and pump the booty and work our legs as well. So what we're gonna need is just a mat, ankle weights, and then a chair that has a tall stand, something that you can hold on to, whether it's a bench, chair, anything like that. Water, towel as usual. Let's get started with our warm-up. So just follow after me. So we're going to do a hamstring stretch into a hip stretch. So we're going to keep these dynamic, keep them moving. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Switch legs. We want to make sure that our hips are nice and open. We get the blood flowing. This leg swing is also really good for the hip, getting that warmed up. We definitely use a lot of our hips in this workout. And start practicing engaging your core. So you're pulling your belly button into your spine so the core is nice and tight and contracted. You always want to keep that core as your support. We're going to go left side on the leg swings. Really try to get some length on both directions. Good. Now, I'm going to do some spinal twists. So you're going to keep your shoulders and your hips totally square to each other, and then you're going to twist only in your spine. Breathing. Shoulder rolls. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to switch directions. Really get those shoulders all the way up to the ears. Good. Now, cat-cow. We're going to go into tabletop position, arch, and curl. Breathe in on the arch. Exhale, curl like an angry cat. Last 2. Good. A nice little quad stretch. So you're going to come forward and pull, rock back, forward, and pull. It's always best to keep these stretches moving before a workout. You don't want to hold the stretch. Just a quick one. Lateral lunge. Sitting deep into your hips. We're almost there. All right, guys, let's get into the workout. So you're going to put your ankle weights on. Make sure to use ankle weights that are challenging enough in weight. So you can go as heavy as is comfortable, as long as you can get to that final rep. Really challenge yourself. If you're going too light, you're not going to get the results that are intended from this workout. Your body won't change that way unless you really challenge it. Now, once we have these on, we have our first circuit is 4 different exercises, what we're going to repeat one after the other. First exercise is going to be for our abductors, also for our thigh, our booty. It's going to be a side lying raise. So what you're going to do is raise that ankle to hip height. Keep it at that height throughout the entire movement except when you raise it up. So knee comes in, extend it out, lift it up. Good, that's 2. We're doing 10 of these, 3. Really keep your core tight on this one. 4. Breathing. 5, 6, 7, hopefully you're starting to feel it here. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, let's switch sides. You're going to really start to feel these hips working and then really engaging in those glutes as well. All right. And bring it in, out, and 1. 2, keeping that core tight. 3, 4. You'll notice how each side is different. One will feel super strong one day, one might feel a little wonky, and it changes day to day. So it's really good to do single leg exercises to kind of gauge that and really get into and isolate each side. Last one. Good. Now, this one is a 2-for-1. You're going to go into tabletop position. So this means you want to make sure that your wrists are directly below your shoulders. Your knees are directly below your hips. You're going to kick it out for a donkey kick and then out to the side for a fire hydrant. Got it? So 2-for-1, starting on the left side. 3, 2, 1, donkey kick and hydrant. 2, try to stay super balanced in your tabletop position. You don't want to be flailing over, tipping over. This is really good to stabilize. Use your core. We're going to 10 on this one also. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. Kick it back. Last one. Squeeze it. Good. Now sit back in your hips for a nice little counter stretch. And onto the other side. Kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 9, this is going to be your last one. Squeeze and relax. Good. Now we have the rainbow kick. Stay in the tabletop position. All right, and you're going to go from one side over to the other. So you're going to go wide and high. That's the aim for this. So bring that foot out to the side, okay, almost a 45-degree angle from your body. You're going to kick it up and over, touch it down slightly, and then bring it back over to the same position. Ready? We're going for 8, 1, squeezing the glutes, really focusing your energy on the glute muscles, firing up. 3, 4, 5, 6, really squeezing the glutes throughout the entire movement as you're kicking it around. And last one. Good. Now, here's a good time to evaluate. If you haven't been feeling super challenged at all, it would be time to invest in a little bit of a heavier weight, okay? Now, go out to the side. Again, up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeezing the butt. Last one, 8. Good. Now, we have the curtsy lunge to a side kick. So what we're going to do is bring your bench out to where you will be able to step behind comfortably, okay? Now, you're going to go into a curtsy lunge. You're going to step wide, bring that knee behind the ankle, raise it, and lift. Got it? Let's go for 8 on each side. One side, 8, and then we're going to switch to the other side, just so you know, all right? So, step wide, down, and 1. Back down to curtsy lunge, and 2, 3. Really squeezing your glutes and your abductors. 6, keep that core super tight. 7, and 8. Awesome. Other side, all right? Step wide, behind, and 1. 2, going straight back into that curtsy lunge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, we did one more rep. We don't go to 9. If you did, you get extra credit, okay? All right, now we're gonna go back into the side lying raise. So I'm gonna adjust so you guys can see me. Second set, make sure you take a sip of water. If you need a towel off. I don't know how bad you're sweating at this point, but do what you gotta do, all right? Lie on that side, and you're gonna bring that knee in. Remember to keep that knee height at hip height. Knee, hip, and ankle are all in alignment. You're never putting it all the way back down, all right? You're keeping it at this place. And then from here, going up, all right? Ready? 3, 2, 1, bring it in. 1, out, up, 2. Core is super important on this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to 10. 2 more. 9 and 10. Perfect. All right, other side. Hope you guys are feeling it by this point, but once you get into the second, third set, you really start to feel this stuff. All right, bring that knee up and in. 1, out, up. 2, you'll notice which side is stronger today. My stronger side is the right side. So this one, I have to really focus my energy on it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Amazing job. All right, now back into tabletop position. You need to take a nice little counter stretch, release the hips, sit back, and we're going to go into that kick back, donkey kick. 1, 2, fire hydrant. 2, 3, this is really getting our glutes and our abductors again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, core tight, 9, and 10. Perfect job. All right, sit back. You can kind of go side to side in that hip release. That will help loosen that up since we're doing a lot of abductor work, one after the other. All right, other side, kick it back. 1, and fire hydrant. 2, 3, 4. Remember to keep the shoulder directly above your wrist. 6, 7, squeezing the glutes on that kickback. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. All right, now the rainbow kick. This one's always super challenging because it also challenges your stabilizers. You have to really use your core to keep yourself from swaying from side to side as that leg comes over. All right, so really challenge yourself. Focus on really perfect form as well as you can. And we're gonna start far out to the side. Lift it high and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to go for 2 extra reps for 10 on that one because we're warmed up. All right, now sit back into the hips again. Again, this one challenges our abductors, which is basically here. It's almost like thinking of it as your outer hip, all right, and your upper side glute, which is a great place to get that definition. All right, now start far out to the other side. Lift it up high and wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping that core super tight. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. And 10. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to go into the curtsy side kick. Okay? So, you can even do it this way now. Just remember to stay super upright in your posture as you're moving through the movement. Bring it behind and start on the one side. 3, 2, 1, down. 1, 2. This is zipped up nice and tight. Think of your lower abs super compacted and contracted. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, now on this one, as you go down, I'm going to challenge you to do a little posture check on yourself as you go into that curtsy lunge, making sure your upper body is super upright, your shoulders are back, chest is open, okay? You're not leaning forward as you go down into the lunge. You're nice and tall, nice and long in the upper body, all right? And other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, and 8. Perfect. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to our final superset and get a couple sets of those in. Now, you are more than welcome after the workout to repeat all of these exercises one more time, because ideally you want to get to 3 sets of each. Now, because we are on a little bit of a time constraint, that can be challenging to fit it all in, especially when we're doing a bunch of single leg work. So, you get the idea. Now, we're going to start with the step up and kick back. All right, so this is where you need a sturdy, stable chair. You're going to step up, hold onto the back of the chair, and then you're going to kick back. So this is another 2 for 1. So step up, kick it back. 1, 2, 3. Again, core is tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and 10. Now you should be feeling this on both legs. So you're going to feel it burn in your quad, a little bit in your glute on the stepping leg, and then on the leg that's kicking back, you're really squeezing your glutes, your hamstrings, lower back, okay? That's where you want to focus your energy. All right, let's switch sides. 10 on the other side, and 3, 2, 1. Up, kick back. 1. Light landing. 3, really firing up those glutes as you kick it back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Perfect. All right, now we're going to go into an inner thigh. We don't want to miss out on getting our inner thigh work. So this one is very simple, but it's super fundamental to even just having strong hips, strong core, inner thigh, stability. So you're going to lay on your back. Your feet are going to be pointed out. Toes are out. Ankles are in. You're going to lower as far as you can go. Nice stretch. And then pull it back in. Okay, so you're going to point your feet on the way out. Flex so your heels come together on the way in. Got it? Let's do 15 reps. And point in. 2, really open it up to where you get that full stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good, 10, really focusing your energy on your inner thighs, pulling those in together into your core, tightening everything. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Now you can pull your knees in, get a nice little hug, and do a little rock side to side. That will help release your lower back. All right, now, final set of the step up and the kick back. All right, so really focusing on your, actually envisioning your glute muscles firing up, filling with blood. That's where all the movement is coming from on that kick back. And then really pressing into your heel on that step up leg where you can really feel the quads firing up, okay? So it's really putting that mind to muscle connection and deliberately with each movement engaging those muscles and recruiting those muscles that are appropriately. All right, now we're gonna go into it. One side, step up, kick back. 1, 2, squeezing the core throughout the entire movement. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and switch sides. We're going to bring those shoulders back. You almost want to readjust each time so that your form is impeccable on every set. All right, now shoulders back, core is tight, suck that belly button into your spine, and press through the heel. You could even flex your toes up slightly and kick it back. 1, 2, 3, shoulders are relaxed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Perfect. All right, now, inner thigh on the ground. You're gonna lay on your back. You guys can take a sip of water if you want. We're almost there. Then we're gonna get a nice stretch. It's super important to release all these muscles and open them after we do all this tightening and contracting. All right, now, again, you want your toes pointed out, ankles in, touching at the top. All right, point on the way down, all the way out, and squeeze it in. 1, 2, core is contracted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Perfect. All right, so now you can take your leg weights off, get rid of these things, and then take a mental note. Do you need to get some heavier ones? It's great to get the adjustable ones where you have the option to go higher or lower, depending on the workout, how intense it is. All right, let's get a quick stretch in so that everything is nice and released. You sit back and deep into those sit bones. Legs are straight. You want to think reaching up to get a couple extra inches of length in your vertebrae and then come forward, straight back, as far as you can go. If you can't go as far as me, that's totally okay. If you can go further, push it. You want to just go to where you feel that sweet spot of that muscle stretching and breathe into that back of the leg. Again, you visualize it opening and lengthening, and you're going to get way more out of that stretch. All right, now, legs wide, V, reach up, get a little more length in your vertebrae, and then come forward, neutral spine. I appreciate you guys for joining me today. You guys are awesome. We're going to do the hip stretch. Please join me next time, or come say hi to me on Instagram at Whitney Johns, or check out my app, fitwithwhitapp.com, for full programs. You guys were awesome today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one.